Yes, oh yes, oh yes, it be that time, my friends. What time it be, you may ask, scrub? It be that time where we invade people as a bad red man. And it be that time where we do YouTube and food, where we eat food and we need YouTube while we eat food because we're Gen Zers. I was born in 1999, so I consider myself like a zillennial or like a Gen Zillennial. I know Gen Z starts at 97, but like I don't conform to Gen Z. I low key do. But at the same time, I was born to stand out. Anyways, yes, this is a pure Faith Swordsman guy, and it's a meta level invasions, level 150, and we're rocking with 55 Faith and then 20. I gave myself one extra point in Dexterity. That way I can wield the Golden Order Greatsword just because it's a Faith build. Why not? And so I'm also rocking with other Holy Infused and Flame Art Infused weapons as well. And then one main purpose of this build is to use, support and utility incantations like Black Flame's Protection or Blessing's Boon. And I have the Old Lord's Talisman, which increases the spell effect duration. So using incantations like Blessing's Boon and Black Flame Protection, it will last longer. You will not have to worry about consistently reapplying certain buffs when you have the Old Lord's Talisman. So it's nice, especially in longer invasions like this one, where you're dealing with the 3-man gank. Well, I don't even know if I didn't even apply a regen, and I didn't even apply a regen yet. I think I eventually will. So like, this invasion is completely redundant to the, oh wait, no, here we go. Am I gonna, no, I'm not gonna cast it. Yeah, this invasion is completely redundant to the rest of the video. No, I'm just kidding. So I don't know where I was going. I got sidetracked. Anyways, so yeah, oh no, I remember. So like, having longer regen time is a necessity, especially for long invasions like this where you're dealing with a 3-man gank and having to be careful with every decision that you make so you don't die, because it's an open field and there's nothing that you can do to save yourself, or to, like, I guess you could go down the elevator. That's if they didn't activate it, or they did activate it and it's already down, so you'd have to pull the lever to bring it back up. So it's like, yeah, regen is definitely a need when it comes to these kinds of fights. And these kinds of fights, they can be fun, but a lot of the time I just die. If I don't have any help from any PvE, or if I don't have another red with me, I just die a lot, because it's a 3v1 and people just love to torture reds and feel good about themselves. And I understand completely. I used to be a ganker myself. I used to be a crab shack duelist. And now that I understand the ways of the gank, it's like going against other gankers. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I was this person. Why would I ever conform to these ideologies of ganking? And I don't think anybody should, because, well, actually, no. No, that doesn't make sense, because if there were no ganks, what would invasions be if there were no ganks? I mean, sure, there would be honest co-opers or whatever, but no, keep ganking, honestly. I just need to get good, to be honest. I just need to get good. So yeah. Since we're rocking, thank you for the clap, by the way, Emerald. I know it was a very sarcastic clap, like, wow, congrats. You used Endure on the first Phantom and Dual Straight Sword, or Power Stance Straight Sword, did them to death. And then I just used Black Flame Tornado on the other Phantom. It's a necessity. Like, Black Flame Tornado is so important to have on a Faith build, especially, like, so I got some Flame Art infused weapons. It's funny how, like, the host just becomes so powerless the moment they're by themselves, to where I just delete them. I love Twin Blades. I honestly, like, I love Great Swords. I usually use those as, like, my main weapon. But to be honest, I think I don't know, I think Twin Blades might be my weapon. I've always wanted to be Darth Maul when I was a kid, which sounds scary. Like, you want to grow horns out of your head and, like, have black and red skin? No, not really, but I just want to wield a double-edged or twin-bladed lightsaber, or just a twin blade in general, and do cool tricks with that. I really wanted to be a Jedi when I was a kid. So I guess, the way that I use twin blades in the Elden Ring PvP kind of reflects that aspiration that I had when I was a kid. Shout out this Black Flame monk. It'd be cool if we got some more Black Flame stuff in the DLC. I felt like that whole thematic of the game, or I guess that, like, I don't, that whole entity of like Black Flame or whatever, and the Godskin apostles and nobles, it just kind of, it was lacking a lot, to be honest. And I just wish that Miyazaki and FromSoft would add more to that. I'm gonna drink some water right now, and I think you should too. If you have water, I should encourage you to drink some with me. We're gonna drink some water together, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's some good water. I love water. Water is very good. So yeah, here's some Golden Order Greatsword action. I invested 1 extra point. I took 1 point out of FP and put it into Dexterity. I don't know why this requires 21 Dexterity to use, but it is what it is. But it's an okay sword. I like the L2 on it, but it's easily telegraphed. But when you get a kill with it, it's very satisfying. So there's a payoff to it. But I wish it had like the Banished Knight Greatsword moveset, but the Inseparable Sword, or like whatever Greatsword that D uses, it has that moveset that the Banished Knight or the Knight's Greatsword uses. And I don't know, I just think it's pretty cool. It's a little bit more fluid, I suppose, when the... I like how that Phantom used, whatchamacallit? Lion's Claw. And he totally did a front flip over my R2, which was pretty neat, so I gotta give him that. But what was I saying though? No, I like the Knight's Greatsword moveset because it's a lot more fluid compared to the normal Greatsword moveset, because that just feels very, like, I wouldn't say clunky, but it just feels clunky and more just like linear, I suppose. I don't know. It doesn't feel authentic. Like you're swinging your sword around and doing cool things with the Knight's Greatsword, and it's like, whoa, cool. I feel like a badass using this. So, but excuse me. Since I've already spent enough time trying to get these guys with the Greatsword and haven't seen any return on it, I might as well just pull out the Twin Blade, because spinning slash is good. I had Chick-fil-A like an hour and a half ago, and I'm like, I'm full. I'm still full from it because I'm trying to bulk at the gym right now. And so people always say, you know, just eat chicken, just eat that Chick-fil-A, and you'll see those gains. And so I had a lot of Chick-fil-A, so I'm like, my body's digesting it, and I'm tired. I don't know why I decided to try to hit the Horaloo right there when I knew I would just get blendered. So best bet I had to do, I was saying in the last video that like my survival times are increasing, so like I'm staying alive for longer with these longer invasions, which is good, but it always, or most of the time, it ends up with me running out of heals, running out of blue juice, and my dung pellets. I know it's called the raw meat pellet, whatever, I don't know, whatever the raw meat thing is, as like your backup heals. Like I go through all of that with these longer invasions, and so I always have like one last stand to see if like, oh man, maybe this will be my moment. Oh wait, you know what, I have Starlight Shards. You know, I'm totally just gonna rebuttal what I originally said in the last video, like, oh man, staying alive is hard, and I don't have anything to keep myself alive. And I'm like, wait, I have Starlight Shards because cheat engine. Yeah, no, I use cheat engine to make builds. I played this game enough times. I've become Elden Lord like 20 times, and it takes me 60 hours to create a character. And I don't want to do that. It's a waste of time at this point. Because, yes, I love this game. And I have a tattoo of the Elden Ring on my right hand. Like, I love this game, and I'm in love with the Soul series as I'm playing more and more of the games. But, like, at the same time, I'm not going to take 60 plus hours just to create a character when I have work, when I have responsibilities to do. So I can make a build in an hour with Cheat Engine and then just tweak it as I continue to play with it in PvP. So And I mean, it's also good to just like, you know, it's easy content as well. So, but since I have access to like, I can make anything or any kind of build. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I can make any kind of build. I just don't know what to make since I have all the resources at hand. So it's like, dang. But it is what it is. We'll find our way. And I'll make content based off of what I make. So, yes. Speaking of content, I've noticed I've been getting a lot of subscribers lately, and people have been watching my videos. And if you're one of those people, thank you so much. Like, I'm just doing this for fun, yo. Like, I got a good paying job, and I got a life, and I got a girlfriend. I'm no longer maidenless, by the way. I'm no longer maidenless. And so it's funny, I was saying to myself when I first started this channel, like, if I get a girlfriend, I'm going to delete this channel because I'm going to spend more time with her. I don't want to slave away at the video game screen and not give her enough attention. But she's one of those, she asked me, she wants to see me play Elden Ring, and I was just like, what? Are you real? Am I dreaming? Somebody wake me up from the stream. But no, so I'm going to continue to make content because if she's cool with it, then I'm cool with it. I'm still going to try to find ways to balance my time with, you know, socializing, life, work, relationships, and Elden Ring, because Elden Ring is love. Elden Ring is life. Elden Ring, oh Elden Ring. Otherwise it would have been, oh, you don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. By the way, so to speak, oh, you don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. If you know, you know. Anyways, you don't have the right. But apparently I do have the right, and so we're cool with that. Anyways, yeah, so enough of the side talk. This invasion was odd because I was playing, this session was late at night, so... And if you're playing late at night in America, you're obviously going to get the Europeans and the Asians and the Australians, and latency, their latency is just like of another world, to the point where it like takes a second, like more than a second for some hits to register. So I don't know, I thought it was pretty cheeky that I hit the Wrath of Gold right there on the bridge, the Invisibridge, and the host still did his L2, and then it registered a second after, and then he fell to gravity. It was just like, wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I need to stop playing late at night because I get so pissed off at high latency players, but it's also on my behalf as well because I don't have the best internet as well, so I guess get good, scrub, supposedly. Anyways, here we are at the crab shack that I was talking about, and here we are, me eating my crab. I thought this was going to be a gank, so I pulled out the dual straight swords. Then I saw the host lay down, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's just going to be in honor duels. So you already know that I'm going to have to bring out the madness pellets if I'm going to go against the dual madness spear guy, aka the I want to get backstabbed so bad guy. Because if anybody's going to hit that L2 with the madness spear, then you already know I got to go for those backstabs. It's kind of hard to do it on high latency because this guy was a little more latent, but it is what it is. And I appreciate this Phantom for not healing during the fight as well. So I was very appreciative over these duels that I had. So sometimes you need to go for the Frostpot kill for the win. If they're running away from you, then you got to do it. So yeah, instead of throwing rope feeded pots on people, I just put a Site of Grace in front of them, and I sit, because I just feel like that's more polite to do. So, yes. So, this fight with Tylenol, it would have gone by quicker, but it didn't, because Tylenol loved to heal during an honorable 1v1, and I didn't heal during this fight with Tylenol. All I did, I mean, in regards to healing, all I did was cast Blessing's Boon once, and so I just casted a regen spell, but I didn't use my Estus once. Why? I just felt confident in this fight, because Tylenol and I had a pretty decent connection, and I don't know, I just felt confident in the fight, aka I have Storm Stomp on an Omen's Cleaver. That's an easy win, so I do switch it up though, but it just felt empowering knowing that I didn't have to like hit an Estus to defeat Tylenol. I know you're saying, Scrub, you're using a Claymore with Flaming Strike. Like how much more OP could you go And the answer to that is very, very much so. I can be very much so more OP in this fight, but I'm not going to. Anyways, here's another red. Shout out this red for not interceding in this fight. I was very grateful for it. So, yeah. So, if you don't want me to go OP, fine. I'll just pull out this Y-hander. And I've started to get better with using Colossals because I've started to understand that, like, Colossal weapons and Colossal swords, they're more so used for trades, which is understandable. I mean, you get insane hyper armor, and your damage negation is higher when in hyper armor frames. So it's like, it is meant for trading. But I don't know, it's just fun hitting people with the big metal stick. And I wonder what I really want to get into fencing in real life because of this game. This game has made me want to swing swords in real life. And I know that sounds so nerdy of me to say, but here's the thing. I am a nerd. And so, if I want to get into it, I'm going to find a way to get into it. How? I don't know. I don't know if any of that stuff exists in my area, or at least like relatively close to me. So, I guess this is my only output of swinging swords and murdering people. YouTube, please don't dock me for that. So yeah, good fight Tylenol. Get good. Go to the Coliseum because I didn't have to heal once. So yes, I did invade them again, but I'm not going to show that due to time's sake. So here's me killing both the same players I just killed again. I finally got the backstab, and then I killed Tylenol with Flaming Strike because it's OP. So I just felt like it was necessary to show that, like, I won again against these guys. And so, did I heal this time as well in that second fight? I love how I'm asking you that, thinking that you will answer the question. No, I don't remember if I did. So yeah, here's here's the last invasion with a friendly red, even though he's a host. This was a very fun interaction with friendly red. They were a little hesitant about my presence at first, but I had to give them the not bad, because I got to make players feel like they're somewhat decent at the game. And so this quote unquote friendly red was pretty chill. I'm glad that I had a very brief and friendly interaction with him. And so I was talking about in the last video how I'm trying to be nicer to players. And so this is how I'm being nice. I'm offering not one but 2 gifts. And I'm being somewhat nice to blues. And so, yes, you can see how happy that host was by receiving my gift. So, host, if you see this video, I hope you have a good day, or enjoying the moment, or whatever. Yes, I just hope you are good. So, thank you for letting me honorably 1v1 these blues. And no idea what you got to do to be heavy rolling at meta level while wearing relatively light armor. But it's the Hand of Millennia, and then, which requires 40 dexterity, no, 45 dexterity, and then the Blasphemous Blade, which requires like 22 faith, and then like 20 strength, 18 dex. I don't remember, but yes, good fight, blue. But the thing is, I don't like all blues. I'm still gonna have a grudge against blues, because blues, all they know is just kill bad red man. Even after a friendly interaction like that, and an honorable interaction like that, yeah, screw blues. All my homies hate blues. So thank you, Hosty, for apologizing to me. I knew that you felt bad, and so I appreciate your sentiment. So anyways, yeah, that's the video. I'm talking too long, and you're looking at a black screen right now. You could probably see the reflection of your face in that black screen. You look pretty good, by the way. Anyways, I love you. Be good to yourselves. Have fun with whatever you're going to do after you're done watching this video.